Ho, ho, ho. Welcome to Stampin' All Day with Bev. I got my paper pumpkin last night. Well, late afternoon anyway. So last night I dug it out and I started looking at it right away, and then I had some company and things and had to leave it. And so last night after dinner I started playing with it. It's absolutely darling as usual. So I hope either yours is at your doorstep already in your mailbox, or you should be getting it soon. I'm going to start with my paper pumpkin live in 1 minute. Hopefully you saw the announcement about an hour ago that I would be on, and I will have some company here watching me. Paper Pumpkin is a monthly subscription, hey Patty, that you can subscribe to by going to paperpumpkin.com. And at the end of the process, you can select me as your demonstrator if you do not already have a demonstrator. And monthly, this kit, not this kit, this is October's kit, but a kit will arrive to your house. And the Paper Pumpkin subscription is very, very manageable. You can put it on hold. You can cancel it. You can get it month by month payment. You can subscribe for 6 months, a year, 3 months, whatever you'd like to do. So if you go to paperpumpkin.com, it will explain all of that for you. Plus, there's some information in your annual catalog about Paper Pumpkin. So let's see. Hey, Jean, how are you? It's 10:30, so let's get started. Here is the instruction sheet that came with the Paper Pumpkin. Hi, Pam, this month. And I never look at it. As I tell you every month, I never look at it until I'm showing it to you right now. Hello, Annie. And I see that I did one card real similar to one of their samples. So, that's funny. Mine's different, but not that much different. And look at all of the fabulous things that come in this kit. There are 9 cards with coordinating envelopes. There are iridescent snowflakes. They're punch out. There are overlays that are gorgeous. In fact, I think I only used 2 of them, and I'm probably going to hoard the rest of them for just general cards instead of Christmas cards. I don't know. We'll see. But here's one of them. It's landscape, and here's the other one. It's portrait. A cute little Santa face punch out, Mary, and Ho 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 is a punch out. They have that in vellum also. And they have a stamp that has this cute little Santa Claus plus many more stamps. So the instructions on the back, this pamphlet will tell you the colors that are contained within this kit, and the components of the kit, and where to go if you want more ideas on how to use this kit. The instructions are in this pamphlet. There's even a little ruler in here for you. So it's real easy, step-by-step instructions that you can follow. Then there was a North Pole Sacks add-on for this month. You can go to the online store, and you can get these sacks if you need some sacks for Christmas. They're cute. They've got the cute little white snowflakes on them. Actually, I don't know if they're snowflakes or not. They kind of remind me of a flower. I just know I love them because they can be either one. And then all the things that are coming in the upcoming November kit. So this is a little sneak peek, I think, of what's coming in the November kit. Don't quote me on that. That's just what I think. Okay, so let me show you what else is in the kit. In case you have not subscribed before, you always get an ink color. This month it was Early Espresso. I happen on my lives to use I never open these, and I use my large stamp pads. Those are called spots. There was also some little pearls in here with adhesive backs on them. Then your dimensionals and your mini glue dots. And here is the stamp set paperback. I have all my stamps on a block already. I like to do that. When I open up a stamp set, I like to put all the stamps on a block. So when I decide to use them, they're there for me and I can just start stamping. So that's what I did. But I will save this and put it back in the box along with the little overlay. So when I'm done, actually this is what I'm going to do right now. I am going to label with a Sharpie October 2022. So when I get asked where that came from, I don't have to think, and I can show you. Okay, because I definitely won't remember. I started to say I'd remember, but I won't. All right, so I'm going to just start stamping because I have quite a bit to show you. It was an easy kit to use, so I just started flinging things out. And I will tell you what's not in the kit as I use it. This doily is not in the kit. It is from the Dollar Tree, along with a lot of other doilies that are in the package at the Dollar Tree. And I am going to grab a stamp. Let's see, which one do I want? And it says Holiday, Merry Christmas. I think I want Holly Jolly, yeah. Holly Jolly, I think that's so cute. And I'm going to use, in this case, the Real Red ink, also not in the kit. Remember, these are alternatives. If you have these items, you can do exactly what I'm doing. If you don't, you can use the espresso ink that came in the kit. Look how cute that font is. Now, I'm stamping on something that is in a circle shape. So what I do is I stamp one, and then I come exactly across from that, and I stamp again. So I have on both sides. And then I turn it on its side, and I stamp one, and then I turn it around, and I stamp again. And what that does is ensures that you get everything even. Okay, so this is my first project, and it's going to be a 3D item, but my little item is going to be on this doily on my table for the kids at Christmas time. So this has got to last all till Christmas Eve. We do Christmas Eve here. So, and I've got 2 little great-granddaughters, and oh boy, they're going to love what I just created here. So what I need to grab is a straw. I grab 2. You can find these straws. These are not in the kit either. You can find straws like this at Hobby Lobby, Walmart, Dollar Tree sometimes, wherever. But I like black and white at Christmas along with red. I think it's very classic and cute. And I think I'm going to use the polka dot one this time. But in the kit, there are these cute, cute, cute little snowman faces. Santa Claus faces. Here's what I do with all my punch outs. I put them in one envelope so I know everything's in one spot. Whoops, sneak peek. I don't want you to see yet. And I'm going to grab my adhesives that I just put back in the box, I think. Oh, I don't see them already. No shocker, because my desk is a huge mess with all my product laying out from my kit. So this kit does come with mini glue dots, but I don't see where I just put them. So I'm going to grab my regular ones and my take your pick tool, which I also call my 11th finger. And I'm going to place a couple of mini glue dots right on the straw. A little space apart. So I'll hold it up close. Let's see without the blurry. So there's one here, and then there's one there. Hi, Mary. And then I'm going to take this cute little guy. Now you want to put him down a little bit because when they are using their straw, their mouth, their lips have to go there. So we'll put it, instead of putting it on the end, unless you're just going to use it for decoration, you put it down just a hair. And look how cute he looks on a polka dot straw. But that is, or a striped straw, doesn't matter. Even a red straw, green straw, whatever you come up with. But that's not all. Then, also not in the kit, so I'm starting a lot with not in the kit stuff. Everybody, if you've been stamping for a while, you probably have the pearls. I'm going to take a pearl. Let's see, what size do I want? Does that look too big for his nose? I think that looks too big. See if I can find a different size here. These are all my old pearls. Well, I'm just going to use this one. See my blends? It's super worn out. I have to get some new ones of those. So I'll go to my other one. This is how they're supposed to look. And I'm just going to color my pearl. Okay, so the blends can color onto things other than paper, and it stays. Grab my 11th finger again, my take your pick tool, And see how just adding a little something to him makes him so 3D and cute. You can also go to sequence. Where's my sequence? Thought I took it out, but oh yeah, I did. Okay, I just put it over too far. So I'm going to go over to my sequence pack, and these are just the Stampin' Up! Cases. When I have a lot of items like this that I want to keep contained, I put them in these cases, and then I can get all my sequence in one spot. And add one to the tip of his hat there, and then his hat is typically has a white ball on the end, so I'm going to put a pearl there too. Look how cute. Okay, so now I'm going to put my sequence away, start to clear off my desk. I get all when I have a mess around me. All right, so now I'm going to take a strip of cardstock and my Real Red pad again, and I am going to look for my Ho 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 stamp. This stamp is in the kit. The white scrap is not. Unless you cut up a card, then you'll have white cardstock. And stamp Ho Ho Ho. Okay. Take my snips and cut this out, fussy cut. You've all had a lesson on fussy cutting, so I'm going to try to go quickly because I think I have 4 cards, and we might be here a while. Of course, you can go and watch the replay if you're busy, but I thank you in advance for coming. I have grown quite a bit, ladies. I have 841, I think it is, followers now on my Facebook page. Hi, Connie. So that's exciting. Trying to get to 1,000. So if you know anybody that may be interested in watching me and following me, please let them know. StampinAllDayWithBev.com on Facebook. They just have to type it in the engine, search engine, and I'll pop up, and they can hit follow. So I'm going to fussy cut this guy all the way out. And then I'm going to take a couple more mini glue dots. They also come in your kit, like I said. I just don't know where I placed mine right now. And I'm going to put 2 down. Who wants to do chores when they can watch crafting? That's for sure. I need to do some chores myself. Okay, so ho, ho, ho on our little straw. I think that's not quite enough yet, so I'm going to grab ribbon, which is not in the kit. But we have baker's twine in our stash. We have ribbons of every color in our stash, and we can just go to that stash and add to your kits. The main thing is getting these stamps that are not consumable. They will never wear out. You will have stamps for Christmas forever now, and you can just use them all the time, every year for your decor or your cards. Paper pumpkin is even a great gift if you know someone that might enjoy crafting and you want to send them a cute little gift so they can enjoy this too. I'm trying to fold the ribbon in half. There we go. And then snip. And I got a little point there. Did it in half. And snip, and I'm going to have an opposite on this one. I'm showing you two different ways. So whichever way you like your ends to be. Okay? All right. So now what do we do with this cute little guy? Well, I drink those iced coffees now and then. Every time I do, I save the jar. This little iridescent snowflake is in the kit, and I am just going to place my straws in the jars on the doily, arrange them cute, and have them on the table so the girls can grab when they want to drink their juice or their milk or whatever we're having Christmas Eve for them. So that's one really quick, fun idea to use with the little faces that come in the kit and the stamps and the snowflakes. Okay, let me put that aside. Put my pearls away and my red stamp pad. I don't think I need it. Okay, where do I go next? Let's go to this card. So on my sample, I used the blue card, but I managed to use up the blue cards that match this envelope. I used them all up. I didn't even know how I did that. So I'm going to use a crumb cake base this time on this one, but it'll look really, really it'll look the same, just a base difference. And there is a cute stamp that has Santa's sleigh and his reindeers flying across, delivering gifts. So I'm going to use the Early Espresso ink that comes in the kit, and I'm going to stamp on these stars and this ombre effect paper that comes in the kit. And look at this. This reminds me of my grandson Morgan. Every Christmas Eve, we sing jingle bells and we ring bells, and then we say, oh, when we hear the bells, we hear Santa, we hear Santa. And we all run out in the backyard, and Morgan swears every single year, even though he's 24, that he sees Santa flying through the air. And so this reminds me of my little Morgan so much. Morgan is autistic, and he just believes, and he is just the sweetest child, and he just cannot wait for Santa to come and fly through the backyard and he drops the presents for the kids. So I am going to now layer this onto the card. And I'm going to use my multi-purpose glue for that. Hi, Deborah. Line it on my grid paper so it's straight, and place this somewhat in the middle, maybe a little bit higher than, there's less space up here than there is down here, because I'm going to put some banners here. Okay, and in the kit, there is this vellum, and it's oddly shaped, almost like clouds. What it is for is it's to back behind the punch out that's also in the kit, the ho, ho, ho. So when I put this onto the vellum, you will see how it makes it stand out a little bit more. It's just awesome how that works. So let me put a little bit of glue, and I love that this ho, ho, ho is wide enough that our green glue can be pushed around on it and secure it down nicely. So here's the ho, 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 and you just match it up. And set it down, and there you go. Look at that, how cute that's getting. Okay, so now we're going to take, I call it the candy cane stripe punch out that comes in the kit. So these are all just punched right out for us. We're going to lay it here. And let me just do that now, since it's there. Okay. Try to center that. Hi, Diane. And then I'm going to take this banner as well, also in the kit, punch out. I know. Wouldn't we love to have dies that does that ho, ho, ho punch out? Yes, I agree. I thought the same thing, Pam. Okay, and now I am going to go to this little stitch tag that's also a punch out in the kit. And I'm going to stamp Santa Claus is coming to town. And I am going to use the Early Espresso. It coordinates with Santa flying in the air. Better late than never using my mat. Stamp that down. That cute. Okay. Then on this one, also in the kit comes dimensionals. So I'm going to lay a dimensional in the middle and on both ends. You're at Costco? I bet you have a Starbucks in your hand and you're just going to get stuff to bake and cook, aren't you? Okay, so I'm going to set this down. And the layering is just so cute at the bottom of this card. But remember, I have my ho, ho, ho. Look how much cuter that is. And I'm going to go to my envelope and see if I can find... Oh, I don't think I punched those all out because I was scared that they might bend too easy. Yeah, so let's just punch out one of the snowflakes, the iridescent snowflakes that come in the kit. I'm going to just put a dot of green glue. I don't know why we call it green, because it's white. Right there. And then I'm going to place it under here, making sure it's all the way on the card. Okay, now I was wondering if the dimensionals would show through the vellum and the ho ho ho, and they didn't, so I was happy with that. So I'm just going to place 3 of them on the O's here. Pull the paper backing off. And then set this down. Now, one more thing to make this card absolutely darling, and that is take these little embellishments that come with the kit and your red blend. Color one of the small ones because Rudolph is up there. And Morgan swears, I saw his red nose blinking, Grammy. I saw it, and I know, I saw it too. And it's just so magical. Let's see if I can get this up with the putty end, since it's giving me heartache, no? There we go. And set it right there. In fact, I think I need to send this card to Morgan. He's going to love it. Isn't that cute? And then, of course, it has the coordinating, because it's a kit, paper pumpkin kit. Let me find them. You can either use the craft envelope that has the pinstripe in that. See that? Pretty it is. Like that. Did I use all the red ones? No, here's a red one. Or you could use this one with the candy cane striping on the front to match that. And then it's got the striping. So I think I would use this one, especially if I send it to Morgan. It's a little more festive and bright. He's a guy and he likes color. So I think that looks cute like that. Okay, so far we have a straw for Christmas Eve, and we have a card to send out. Okay, so what is next? Okay, this was interesting. In the kit, there was, let me see if I have my envelope full. There were these green, what color did it say? In the kit it had, so I went and got some more paper to match that. The Shaded Spruce color cardstock. There was 3 strips of this, but I was thinking I was going to need more than this. So I got Shaded Spruce cardstock. And I just cut, let's do 1/4 inch. It might be thinner than this. Yeah, it is. So let's just go over one more, and I'm going to cut a few of those. So 1 line over the 1/4 inch. Okay. So I just cut a few of those. Gonna need my paper trimmer. And this is the one that came in the kit. Let's see how long it is. It's a little over 4. It's 4 1/8. So let's do 2 1/16. That would be right in half, correct? So we're going to do that. 2 1/16. And I'm going to do that with these 2. Now this is no longer, this is 2 1/16, not 2 1/8. This is my brain coming up with stuff. I don't know why, but when I saw these green strips, I thought of what I'm going to show you here. Let me see, I've got 5. Let me do one more. How many do I need? I think I just need 5. I'm going to do one more just in case. Okay. So I've got 6 of these. I think we only need 5, but I've got 6 of them. And I'm going to take this beautiful base. Look at this base. Crumb cake and pinstripe. Hi, Mary. Just love it. And this overlay. These overlays are crazy beautiful. Oh my gosh. I'm going to hoard some of them, I'm pretty sure. So I'm going to turn this over. And I'm going to place dimensionals in the corners. And I want a pretty solid overlay, so I'm going to place some here just because I want to. And I can. So, it's a lot of dimensionals, I know, but I want it sturdy. Peel off the backings. And then you have a super cute base already. Got that one over too far. Okay. Then line up my card and get this base down. All right. In the kit, in my envelope of goodies, right in front of me, and I'm looking in the box, there's a ho, 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 a Mary, the banners, and there's J-O-Y. So and then there's frames, like a frame and then a solid piece. So much in this, in the punch outs. Get these all back in my case. So the joy, you know, I see joy in the Bible so much. So even though this is a festive card, to me, it brings a little bit of the Bible into my cards, just with joy and rejoice all the time in the Bible. So I'm going to put that down, and I want it flat since we're already up on dimensionals. So let's get the glue on the letters. And then start placing. The distance from the bottom and the top should be pretty much the same. So that's what I'm looking for right now, the distance here and the distance here. Oops. Isn't it pretty already? It's pretty already. But with my green strips, I saw a Christmas tree. And I am totally into, what would you call them? Oh, I don't know what to call them. Just little Christmas trees that aren't real, just little fantasy trees. So that's what I'm building here. And I'm just going to get my shape of a tree like this. And then I'm going to build till I get it how I want it. So each tree might land up being a little different, depending on how you lay them. Okay, I don't want that one. See what I was going to do? I was going to put it there, and that's not even with the rest, so I think I'm going to take glue and put it underneath and get my tree shaped the way I want it. The glue is still wet, it's setting up, so it will allow you to do that. Okay. So then having glue at the top of the tree like this lets me go back to my iridescent stars and place one there, the top. And then if you use the green strips that come in your kit, the back side is, let's see if I have any more, is white. Yeah, there's one. So the back side is white. So we just go to our ink that comes in the kit. Get some scrap of something so you don't get your fingers all dirty. And then you're going to make your, it's drying, then you're going to make your trunk, your tree trunk. Okay, so I think I'm going to cut this just about here. Then I'm going to come over to my card and lay this trunk down. Then lay my tree down and see if it's all fitting like I want it to. Now I want to line up the trunk with the middle branch or the middle of the tree so you don't see it all the way up. So when I glue it together, that's what I'm going to be concentrating on. Now let's go here and get another pearl. Also comes in the kit. And I think I want this red as well. That's my bad pen. I should just throw that away. It's yard working day, so if you just heard the lawnmower come on, my husband's working away out there. And I'm going to add one of these guys right to the middle there. And then I'm going to take this. This does not come in the kit, but this is the Iridescent trim. So I'm going to take a mini glue dot and set it behind the tree here and place this on the mini glue dot. Bring it around and cut off the length I need because I'm going to add more to this tree. Okay. So now I'm going to take a strip of white cardstock scrap, and I'm going to do Christmas. The stamp is in the stamp set. A little scrap of white cardstock, and I'm going to. I love this stamp. I love that the color is the negative is the word, and the color shows up. I just love that. So this is super easy to cut out because it's straight lines, and it adds so much to the tree. Christmas. Now this is going to say Christmas joy. And I want the Christmas to stand out because it's Christmas joy. It's not joy Christmas, right? So I'm going to, I want to get this all. I want the brown showing. See, I have a hard time cutting straight. I don't have a hard time when it's fussy cutting around, but I have a hard time going straight. Okay, so Christmas. So I want the Christmas to show up because it's Christmas joy, like I said. So I'm going to take the edge of my dimensionals and cut a strip. You could also use the strip adhesives if you have them. And I'm going to place that on the back for balance, and so that it sticks up on the tree. And so it's kind of the first thing you see when you look at the card. I know joy's big, but Christmas is popping up off of the tree. So you can read Christmas joy. Okay, and then this is going to wrap around the S and come back on the tree with another mini glue dot back here to stick to. Where is my 11th finger? Here it is. It's really called Take Your Pick tool. So let's see where I want this to go. Right here. Push that down and then cut off the excess. Lots of alternatives, ladies. Now, you don't have to do any of these alternatives. We just like to share with you that once you have these kits, you can just go to town using the stamps and the images that come within the kits all day long. Let's put our tree together. Let's put the trunk on. There we go. And then add it to our tree. I like to put it, not that this really matters, but paying attention to detail, I like to put it right on the little stitching there. And you have this Christmas tree, Christmas joy. Okay, so we can just glue this down. The back looks like a puzzle, doesn't it? So I'm just going to put some glue all the way down to hold it there. So those green little strips in your kit became a tree. Okay, that's going to take a minute to dry. You could also add dimensionals in there and then you don't have a drying time. Isn't that cute? I would line all these cards with white cardstock and then stamp some of the other images in there. So this one and this one so far, and our little straw. Okay. This is what I did to the envelope to go with the either this one or this one. Doesn't matter. So that's the stamp of Santa. All right, so I've been showing you some detailed things, so let me show you a simple one. Here's a base, and I always like to do elegant if I can. Here is the starry background. So I'm going to glue that down onto this card base. Hi, Michelle. Okay. Simple, right? Here's one of the other overlays that I'm generously using because isn't it funny how we love something so much we're like, I don't want to even use it. So pretty. So I'm just going to add dimensionals here and there again to keep this big piece sturdy. Let's see what it does if I don't put any on the four corners. Can always add them if I need to. And I like seeing the teal color ombre stars in the background, right down the middle. Really like that. Then we can go to our iridescent snowflakes. Now on the other side they are white, so if you wanted to you could color them, but on this side they're iridescent. Lots of great alternatives. Thank you, Jean. And we need to go to our mini dimensionals for these. These do not come in the kit. And place one in the middle of the largest snowflake. Pull off the paper backing. Then the medium size goes right on top. Then one more mini. Pull off the paper backing. And add a third. And look how pretty this card is starting to be already. Let's put a little bit of glue here and let it set up. And then we can go to 'Tis the Season. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Well, this card is elegant. So I'm not real into 'tis the season to be jolly. I love that statement, but I'm just not ready for that for this card because it's elegant. So I'm going to take a piece of scrap, and the stamp is very narrow. So I'm just guessing on the width. That might be too narrow, but we'll see. Let's see. No, I think it's good. Okay. And our ink that comes with the kit. 'Tis the season to be jolly. And I'm going to not stamp right on the edge. I'm going to come over just a little bit. "'Tis the season to be jolly." And then I'm going to do some surgery. I just want "'tis the season." And I'm going to clip way over to the T here. Just like that. Then I'm going to come up and do a little snip up the middle. And then on each corner, snip up to the center that I clipped first. Make my little banner. Now I am set up nicely with my snowflake. The glue is ready for me to set down. So now it's there and I don't have to wait for anything. Mini glue dot. Set it right in the center. And then what do? We go back to our dots. And you can make this teal or you can leave it white. I'm leaving it white. And look at this card, completely different than all the other ones that I've made so far. Okay. One more. Yep, one more. So this blue and white, this is my last blue and white. What I did was I cut down the blue to 4 and 5 1/4. That is layer size, right? So this is not a card base, this is a card front layer size. And then I save these pieces too if you want to. This is perfect for the 'tis the season that I just stamped. Now this one's 4, so this one's going to go 3 1/4. And this one was 5 1/4, so it's going to go to 5. So it's a little bit smaller than the blue. And save these two for your stamping, your verses and sentiments if you want. Okay, so now this is going to layer like this. All right, I'm going to take the white piece and do my stamping. I'm going to take the espresso that comes with the kit. And I am going to stamp Santa's face right here. And if you don't already have these, I want to highly suggest that you get them. Does not come in the kit. It is called masking paper. Masking paper, where did you go? I have my whole pack out here. Oh, here, my silicone mat's on top of it. So see, this is called Stampin' Up! Masking paper. I stamped his face on a piece of masking paper. So it's stronger than Post-it note. And you can just put it, whatever, it's a mask to put over whatever you just stamped. And you can use it multiple times because it's so strong. So I covered him up. And I'm going to go back to my stamps, and I know there is a snowflake that I'm going to stamp, and I am going to stamp it partially on him and partially off of him. He's protected with the mask. This was one of the very first techniques I was taught when I started stamping. Actually, I never started just stamping. I started as a demonstrator, not knowing a thing, because I wanted everything. So I said, if I buy the kit, and I do workshops, back then we used to do workshops, that's what they were called, I can earn my product. And that's what I've done ever since. 27 years ago that happened. So masking was one of my first wows, that and embossing. So I'm just stamping snowflakes all around him. Partial snowflakes, full snowflakes, whatever you think looks good. Okay, then we go back to the masking paper and you gently pull that off. And there's Santa in front of all the snowflakes, nice and clear for you. This masking paper is amazing. Okay, so now we have this. We can go to our envelope. Look at this. Here's another 'tis the season. Oh my gosh, that's that's cute too. Okay, but I'm going to stick to the program here. I have a Mary. And I have a snowflake, I think. Well, I'll just punch out another one. Okay, and then I'm going to go back to my favorite little stamp. I don't know why it's my favorite. I can't explain it. It's just so cute. Christmas. So, and I'm just going to stamp that down here. Okay, then my silicone mat again. And my glue. Lots going on, isn't there, ladies? Lots. This is alternatives. This is not even, you know, you can just follow the instructions like Stampin' Up gave you, because those cards are adorable too. You can get as detailed with this as you want. This card's pretty detailed that I'm doing, and you can get as easy and elegant as you want. Change it up. You can make 3D projects like I showed you with it, and there's still a ton left over. So it is quite the deal to get a set of stamps and an ink and all these consumables that you can use as you wish. Merry Christmas. Okay, so let's go to make him a little bit fancier. I'm going to take my blend and I'm going to color in his hat. I don't want to go out of the line, so I'm concentrating a little bit. And I'm not going to blend or anything. I just use this because it's so easy to color with no streaks and all that kind of thing. It just melts in the paper. But you could definitely take your light and your dark and do some shadows and that kind of thing. But when I saw him, I immediately thought of the Snowfall Accents puff paint. Hi, Beth. And so I want to add that. This is not in the kit. This is in the mini catalog. Let me shake this some more. I don't know if you're supposed to shake this or not. I've said that before. But sometimes I shook it a little bit, but I didn't shake it a lot. And sometimes it comes out pretty watery. So I think shaking is a good idea. See, it's a little bit thicker. And I'm going to do the brim of his hat with it. And this has to be heated up with the heat tool. I am also going to do his mustache and his beard. And then I'll heat it up for you. And you can see the difference. You definitely don't need to do this. And you can also add glitter instead if you have glitter. An iridescent or a fine clear glitter, just to give some shimmer and shine to your images. Okay. And then we need one more little one of the pearls colored for his red cold nose. I'm also going to, I should have done this first, so now I'm going to have to be super careful. And I'm going to use a fine tip because I blew it. I should have colored in his face first. I didn't think about it till right now. So I'm going to use the fine point to get in the space without getting into the puff paint. And I love these flesh tone blends. You can get lighter or darker, whatever you want, and that just really finishes it off. Okay, I'm going to take my tweezer tool from my tray kit and my heat tool. Now, this is wet and shiny, so when it starts to puff, you'll see it puff, and you'll also see it get dull. It won't be so shiny anymore. So let's just place it down. I'm pointing right at the areas where I put the puff paint. And I'm going to just see if when it starts to puff, then I'll move to another area. Does take a minute. There goes the little ball on his hat. See that? Can you see that yet? There goes part of his mustache. When it starts to take off, it starts to take off. So now I'm looking to see that I dry it. There's no shiny wetness showing. And that means it's done. You don't want to stay so long in one spot that you burn it. And too close either. I'm pretty close, but not, right on the paper. So if you see shine is gone, there's nothing else shining, you can stop, or you can keep going and get it puffier. It's up to you. I'm going to stop now just so I've had you for a while. Okay, so look how cute. Oh my gosh, if that doesn't make a difference. So we can put him here, but I want to add some more of this iridescent trim. So I'm going to cut a little piece a little bit longer than the card. And I'm going to place it down. Now this does make your card thicker because this is, a braid, like a rope type thing. And right now I just grabbed tape. You can use the mini glue dots like I did earlier. And because of this thickness, I'm going to use dimensionals to put this piece down onto the next layer piece. I think that just adds so much. Okay, dimensionals, here you are. So I'm going to put some on either side of this rope, as I called it. It's trim, it's called trim. And then in the four corners here, oops, I do want the snowflake eventually. I'll show you what I'm going to do with that in a minute. Okay, pull the paper backing off of the dimensionals. Set this on the layer piece. Remember, that is not the base. That is not the card base. That's the layer piece. Okay, and now I'm going to get a mini glue dot, and I used glue last time, and this time I'm going to use a mini glue dot because the glue took a while to dry. So let's see. I don't know. Let's see if the mini glue dots work. I'm going to take 2. I don't know why they wouldn't, but you never know. I just don't want to sit and let things dry. It's not my favorite thing. Yes, I thought that would be better. Okay. Got it stuck to the bottom of the card. There we go. Yes, that's what I would do. I would use a mini glue dot and then go back to our little pearl and add his nose. And then our white pearl, let's get a bigger one. And add it to the snowflake. And then I grab another card base. So this card, if you might not like this idea because this card does take 2 cards. Remember, this was the white of the blue card, the back. This is the blue card, and now I'm using the craft and the red pinstripe card. But I love it. I think it's worth it. And then I would also line the side. So this card is special. This card takes quite a bit of cardstock, has quite a bit of dimension and fun. I think if you have grandchildren or an elderly person, they will like the texture that they can feel and touch in this card. It's a fun one. And I love the fact that I have this Santa Claus face for now and forever, that I can make as many of those as I want. When the little faces that are punch outs in the kit run out, I still have the stamp, so I can make more anytime I want to. Okay, let me clean off my desk real quick so I can just wrap it up and show you everything at one time. So there's our cute straws. There's our cute Santa. Here's our elegant card. Now you guys can let me know with hearts or thumbs up if you like what you see. Oh, thank you, Jean. Jean said cute. So, so cute. Here's our Christmas joy tree. And our ho, 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 or as I call it, my Morgan card. And I think that's it. Remember to stamp your doilies just to make them festive. And everything has a matching envelope, and you can decorate those too. Okay, have fun with your paper pumpkin. Let me know if you have any questions. If you want to subscribe and choose me as your demonstrator, I would be thrilled. Thank you, ladies. Bye-bye.